Hello and welcome back to Hydroneer. So, this little stack of Cloudium here is just over 20. Now, I've gotten a few things in the interim here, so let's go over it because I'm going to need that guy to run a little longer anyway. But as you can see, I got myself another one of these little, smelters. I got another little furnace so I can heat the stuff up right over here. And I made a few changes on the back end here. I ended up getting one of these, like, little pressure tank things. I shoved a power shard in there. I got one over here, too. And I split this into two lines. I'm not sure if splitting it into two lines is useful, but I did it. I also ended up putting 5 filters on each line because I realized I was making a mistake. I have another filter over here. Let's see, where did I shove that filter? I had bought one to use as an example. Here it is. As you can see from the tooltip, it says, conveys and filters water by 20%. Decreases water pressure by 2%, takes damage. So if I want to have 100% filtered water and therefore not damage my machines, I need 5 of those things running. And then the tanks here increase the pressure by 25%, so that'll offset the 10% that each one is, making it go down. So this guy is running a bit better now. But let's go ahead and make this thing. And I think my brain is telling me about something else, but let's get this taken care of first. So I'm going to need to take each of these little bars and put them all in here so that I get a Cloudium bar the size I want. And the big one for the majority of the weight. And boom, here we go. Now we should be able to take this back over to the scale and show. There we go, it is that 2028. Alright, so let's throw this guy on there. Let him build up. Pick this up, set you down, pick you up, boop, there we go. We have a cage. I don't know why the cage had to be made of Cloudium, but there's the thing. Alright, so you see this stack of money here? Before I go, I'm going to talk about this little stack of money. This little stack of money, that's almost 40 grand. So while I was waiting for the Cloudium, I decided to take the gold. You can see there's only like 1 bar of gold sitting around. And the emeralds, and make necklaces. You can see this is set to the necklace. So I made a few necklaces, sold them. That money is just from the necklaces I made while waiting on the Cloudium. Remember that. We will come back to that in a moment. Not the actual stack, but the quantity of that stack. So we're going to run back over here, get this traded in, and we're going to do the next tier up instead of the wrench. Because the wrench would have only been a 14 weight. But the battle axe, I believe, is the next one up, was the 20. So we're going to head over here and take care of this. And I'm going to leave this run in. It is early yet. There's plenty of time left for episode length. So we're just going to run as per normal over here with this cage, ready to be sold at the jeweler or traded for a blueprint. We're going to do that trade for a blueprint thing. And I'm going to show you what my brain sort of processed in the interim. And I want to see if I'm right. I'm not certain of this, but I think that I've discovered a problem. So we're going to come here. We're going to put this here. I said we're going to put it there. There you go. All right, so we're going to grab this guy. Put him there. We'll swap. All right, now I want to look at something here real quick. So this is using Cloudium as well. So does that. The problem is, does that, or is that iron? That might be iron, or that might be cloudium. It's hard to tell in this light. So that is gold. It is definitely not gold. That is iron, I know. Maybe that's iron? All right, my brain was telling me that it was cloudium, which obviously these pipes are. So these pipes are worthless. Even if at only half a pound, there is no reason to be using cloudium, the slowest resource, to make those, to make the pipes. I can just use the gold I make during the time that would take to come in, and the gems, and get tons of pipes for the money that it's worth. And I thought that the tool bags and the spanners, why the heck they call a wrench a spanner, I don't know, were cloudium as well. But maybe those are actually iron. If it's iron, it might be worthwhile, because iron comes in awful quick. So I guess we'll press on this. Our next thing is a battle axe, and we need a 28 weight. Oh, which it's cloudium as well. 28 weight, and then we'll need a 30 weight blunderbuss, which looks also cloudium. All right. Let's take our blueprint back and start looking at how much cloudium we have. And probably have a bit of a break while we wait for more enough cloudium to come in for this guy. So we need 28 for the battle axe. I could do 14 and get the wrench with the bird cage, which might not be a bad idea. It might not be. And I wonder if it's just going to make a bigger wrench, or if it's going to leave me some of the iron left over, or if it's going to make a number of wrenches equal to the amount that it can make from the thing and have stuff left over. I don't know how that one would work. Or if it's just going to end up being a bigger wrench with more uses, or if it's just going to be, note you wasted the material, here's your one wrench. I don't know. I don't know. So we're going to see how much cloudium we have. I know it's not going to be enough. There is no way it is enough from the relatively short time we've been gone. We're going to stick you right there for the moment. Yeah, we'll stick you on there, because why not? And we'll pour that guy out. How much do you weigh? 3.67. So with that, it might top 4. Yep, it just barely topped 404. Alright, cloudium not found. We will come back once we have a bit more. I'll probably make a few more gems and stuff in the necklaces in the interim. I'm going to stick this one in there. Oops. Alright, maybe not. Alright, we're going to stick that in the truck. I'll make a new stack, just so we can see, like, how much money I make from necklaces while I'm waiting on the cloudium. I'll be back in a few. Alright, I am back. I now have just a little over 14, whatever unit that is, of cloudium. Whoa, my throat. Which should be enough to make a bird cage big enough to get us the pattern for the spanner, as they call it, the wrench. We're going to cut that in half, see if that's going to be enough. That is going to be enough. 14.6 is much better than the other. All right, so let's go get these melted down. And we're going to, of course, let our machine keep running, because we really do want to continue to advance as well. But there we go. You can do that. We can take you, put you there. You are heated. Put you on the bench. Grab this. Touch the bench with it. There we go. All right. Oh, dang it. I grabbed the bench. You can go on there. You come out of the way. You go back there. There we go. All right, you go back there. Good. All right. Bird cage. Gonna run the bird cage back over there. Actually, no. We'll run the bird cage back over there. Oh, and because I know people are probably curious, I made 2 necklaces in the interim. 16,000. Just while I was waiting on the Cloudium for the bird cage, which is half, almost exactly, of what I need for the battle axe to move up to the blunderbuss. So, yeah. That's a thing. Let's press onward. We're gonna just run this on over. I feel like I've been making too many cuts. I want to not have so many cuts. I know I'm going to need to make another cut to get more Cloudium after this. But I do really want to avoid them where I can this episode, I think. Since this very well might end up being our last episode. If I just, cut all of this little bit out, it would almost definitely end up being our last episode. Maybe not even full length. I mean, we've got the axe and the blunderbuss left to make. And then probably fool around with the tool bag a little bit. And that's really going to be it. There's not much left to do in the game. I mean, that's the way it is with early access games sometimes. Sometimes there's just not much to do. 14. Alright, so let's see if this ends up being... I think that is iron. Now that I can get a better look at it, I think that is, in fact, iron. We're going to find out. We're going to take just a touch of time, play around with the spanner, since it insists on calling a wrench a spanner, and see what it does with, iron bars of various sizes, which will at least let us avoid cutting for a little bit of time, while we wait on more Cloudium to build up so we can make the battle axe we need. Was it 28? It was 28, wasn't it? I think it was 28. And I don't want to go back and check. I'm pretty sure it was 28. And then, 30 for the blunderbuss. So we actually still have a lot of Cloudium we still need to get. But that's literally just standing around waiting. So I don't want to show that. I mean, yes, this is just running back and forth, but at least it's doing something, not just standing here waiting for my machine to produce the amount of, resource I need. Alright, here we go. Let's put you right there. Now, let's take a look at some of these. Let's grab a random one out of here. Stick it on here. 400... Okay, we're going to move you aside. Let's see if we can find the one that's a little bit smaller than 400-something. Well, 300-something is technically smaller. All right, let's... let's just kind of... All right, you should be the smallest. You're 11. All right, that's at least a little bit closer to workable. Let's cut you down a couple of times. 5.6. And I think the minimum on this was 4, right? All right. 5.6 should be good to let us see what happens with some of the excess if there is not enough for a second one. All right, we have successfully made 1 wrench. There does not appear to be anything done for the leftover. Let's go use this possibly. Yes. There we go. And we immediately used it up. All right, let's see. We should have one of this mess around here. 11.33. Yeah, that won't be enough for 3, but it would theoretically be enough for 2. So let's see if it is intelligent enough to make 2 or if it just wastes the extra. It appears that it just wastes the extra. Okay, important to know. We're going to stick this over here with these guys. This thing is still running pretty good. All right. So that is important experimentation there. We now know that that guy, in point of fact, wastes extra on there, no matter what. Like, it won't pop out a second one if there's enough for a second one. It just wastes it. Good to know. All right, let's take a quick look. See... Oh, wow, that's small, isn't it? 2.53 plus the little bit we had left, 318. All right, we are going to wait. I will come back once we have enough Cloudium to move on to the next step. See you then. All right, while we're waiting, I decided to come back over here to the barge. One, to double check this, and it is, in fact, 28 battle axe that is needed, and then 30 blunderbuss. So I was right on that. I don't really know. I could theoretically get that, but that is definitely Cloudium, so those pipes are not going to be worth making. Definitely not worth it. But there is something over here that I would like to buy. Pop that in there. This is just the money that I had sitting, you know, over in the thing there. There's a pallet. Drop items on top to lock the pallet, used for moving or purchasing multiple items easily. Hello? Hello? There we go. Bam! I now have a pallet. And now I can do things like grab a whole bunch of these tool bags. Let's grab 5 of them. There we go. Now I can take them and put them on the pallet. It does not quite go as easily as the truck. That's not what I wanted. Because it does still interact with the other things there. But I can do that. I can grab the money. I said I can grab the money. The money. Dang it! Get on there! Get... No, I want you to lock to pallet. Get on the... No, come on. There. There we go. Now I have a whole pallet of stuff that I can carry back. Excellent. All right. I just wanted to show that because I noticed that one the last, in between episodes, and I kind of wanted to get that done. So, all right. We'll be back once I have the Cloudium. Okay, I am back once again. As you can see, we are up to 28.19 in the form of 4 little bars, but let's go ahead, get all of these turned into one big bar. Yeah, clear my throat a little bit. A little bit throaty today. All right. And there we go. Let's get this bad boy heated up. Let's just kind of move you over to the side just a little bit. Nope. All right, this was a mistake. Really? There you go. All right, you go ahead. Grab the screwdriver. We have made one big axe. Let's go get this thing turned in. And then we'll just have to worry about the blunderbuss. And that'll be it. We'll have pretty much done everything. I mean, yeah, we could buy the other plots. We could build a house. But none of that is mechanically necessary for the game. I mean, I suppose I could get the rest of the recipes too, but The other stuff is all... Everything that's left is pipes, and they're made from cloudium. So I don't see any purpose behind getting those recipes, since it's going to be way easier to just make the money and buy them. Now, the fact that the toolkits are made from iron means that maybe those will be worthwhile. We will find out. Like, I will literally go and find out once we have the recipe. But first, we got to turn this in for the blunderbuss recipe. Then we can make the blunderbuss turn in for the toolkit recipe. And that'll be it. I think we're going to have time to do it this episode if I wait for the cloudium again. So you need 28 battle axe. You are going to need a 30 blunderbuss. 18, huh? Alright, let's kinda... Alright, good. You count. We're gonna grab the blunderbuss recipe, put you there, we trade you in. Off we go. Alright, so I will come back once we have enough to make the blunderbuss that we need, and then we can worry about the toolkit. So the toolkit said 18. It said 18 for the thing. Maybe we can look at one little thing beforehand. Maybe we can look at one little thing. Let's go ahead and run back. I think I should be good. And this will tell me whether or not I even bother. Like, I know there's like 8 more minutes of episode length in theory, but I want to check something real quick. See if getting the toolkit recipe is even going to be worthwhile. Because we know that the toolkits are worth 220. It is 220 for a toolkit. It takes 18 iron to make a toolkit. So let's go see whatever we can get close to 18 without going under ends up being on the regular old market. So let's put you there. Let's grab you, put you there. We're going to pick you back up. Put you there because theoretically you are the next thing we need to make regardless. Let's try and get 18, huh? Oh, wow, you're huge. Let's try and find one that's a bit closer. 90? Let's see. How are you? 22? We could probably do a little bit better than that, right? Grab one of those out. 16.99, huh? Let's start putting... Oh, let's see. No, let's move you over here. 16.99 between these two. So we just need, like, basically another 2. $2.83? That sounds good. So these 3 together... It's probably going to be as close as we're going to be able to reliably get. Alright, let's just double check to make sure. 19.83. And it says that the value is 237. Can we get it a little bit closer? Let's see if we can manage to get some of this a little bit closer. You are 22. Let's cut you down. You're at that 16 again, but let's try this. 14. Oops. Alright, 15. Oh, that's that 16 again. Alright, let's grab this one, maybe? 18.41. That's a little bit better. Let's see if we can cut this one in half. Where's my saw? Oh, there you are. $17.7. 18.06. And it says it's 216 coins. I'm gonna say right now, that's probably close. So let's say 18 is probably 215 at the average. Now I do know that the stock market can make things go up and down a little bit, and there is a stock market for plain old iron right here. This says it's down at 11. I'm gonna say, even if it's 5 coins, even if it is 5 coins difference, because let's run back over here and double check. That is 220. So 5 coins difference. Let's say it's 215. If I somehow manage to get spot on 18, it is not the effort of getting spot on 18 plus doing all this is not going to be worth the effort. I am going to have a better time selling the larger bar and then just buying toolkits. So it is not worthwhile. Which does basically mean I could end the series right here. I don't need to make this blunderbuss. Let's move all these off of here. We don't need this junk anymore. Okay, you know what? Well, I guess I'm going to move this here. Because why not? Because you don't want to sit right. That's why. There we go. Now let's try it. 3.8. Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead. Let's just check our machine one more time. Everything is still working good. I'm going to call the series here. Literally, all that was left to do was get the last recipes, which are the 3 types of pipes and the toolkit. The toolkit's not worthwhile because it's a 5 coin difference between making it and just buying it. I'd rather just sell the iron and buy it. And the pipes are made from cloudium, which automatically makes it not worthwhile. And not like I really need them anyway. So, that, I think, is gonna do it for this series. This ends up rounding out the week, so that's good. Next week, I have a plan for the new series that we are going to do. I'm going back to my roots a little bit, but it is also something new. I'll leave you with that. That is going to do it for this episode. Maybe I will come back to this if there's another major update or something. So, until next time, have a good one.